What's up, guys? We're gonna roll beats. Today we're gonna be making some hard dreamy trap beats. We can go ahead and hop into it. So I have pretty much the same setup as the last video. If you haven't seen, I don't know, I'm tired of looking for sound selection and stuff, so I'm just saving this template. So if you want to know how this whole thing was built, okay, that we have set up, you can watch that video. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the melody. So this is the VST I'm using. And we're not going to be using a scale just so we can get some practice just using our ear. I think that's important because you will kind of be handicapped if you only use a scale. So to get like a dreamy vibe, I do know that if you mix major and suspended chords together, you'll get that vibe automatically. So if you go to stamps, and this is just for people that don't know how to make the chords, so you could go to stamps and drag in the chords you want. So we can grab like a suspended second too, right? So that's if you're really not sure how to build chords. You can drag those in. So we can use these, and let's start on something because this guitar might go, yeah, let's start on C because I don't want the notes to go too high. And then let's Control L, and then a quick way you can make a melody is just take the mid notes of your chords and pull them up. And then all you do now, right, is just animate it. So we could take this, pull this back, let's add like a little E in here. So what we could do now, let's offset these. Okay, I kind of like this rhythm. I'm gonna reuse that actually. That way we can keep the same like flow. So when we make the beat, it'll be on beat and stuff. All right. So let's copy this. And now this is where you really have to use your ear because we kind of cheated just by using like, kind of like just knowing already what chords to use because the style. So over here, what I like to do is then change kind of the bass notes. So we can try that 5 method. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see if that fits real quick. Okay, I like that. I want to see maybe if we kind of want to give it a more nostalgic feel. So I want to use that. Okay, now let's do the next part. And this one I'm gonna try to change up even more just so it's not like the same stuff. So let's make this a little bit larger. So over here, let's pick a note that might sound good. Let's see. Kind of like this one. It might sound good with the 808. So like when I'm changing these notes, I'm thinking of the 808. So I'm like, okay, you know, this might sound good if I throw the 808 right there. So I'm gonna try to keep this same pattern, but I want to, oops, we can just drag this down. Let's see. Sounds a lot better. And probably just come back down here, see what that sounds like. Drag those up, let's see. Just want better transitions. Okay. So I like this. All right, so we can drag this over, and then I'm gonna just add some other notes at the end. So it's so like, because I kind of want to hear something like right here, like when it plays, like something right here. We could probably do it on this end. Let's add this in. Then we can add another one right here, just to be lazy. All right, let's listen to it. Yeah, it sounds a lot more complete now. All right, so that is our melody. That shouldn't have been too difficult. So now we're just gonna go ahead and throw on the flute just for like a counter. All right, so now we have our flute, and everything should go a little bit faster from here. So this is the flute, VST. So there are tricks you can use, but like I said, I really like using my ear for this stuff. So let's go into the flute, and what we can do is kind of play off. If you want to, you can play off of some of the notes that's already up here. Right. Matter of fact, I might use this F sharp. See where I want to put it. Let's put a. And how I'm getting that effect is that this flute has a legato mode, so it can kind of switch between notes smoothly. Let's see, this will work. Okay, I like that. We can keep this simple because we already did like the main part. Let's just pull this down. All right, so that is the flute. Simple as that. It could be that simple. You don't got to do all this extra stuff. So let's go ahead and move on to the 808. All right, so now for the 808, I just threw in a rim so we kind of get a general feel for the rhythm. So we could just throw these in here and then just kind of adjust as we need. Probably should copy these over. I might need to transpose, but I'll just leave it for now since we already kind of did everything. And then let's just do something simple over here. Then over here, we could just switch it up a bit, and we could probably do something like that. Okay, I like that. I think that's very simple, straightforward. So let's go ahead and do the rest of the drums. All right, so now I want to show you something. So basically, I want to show you how you can kind of play with the drums a bit. So if you think about it, a sound is a sound, no matter if it's a rim or a guitar. At some point, it has a start point and an end point, right? So if you think about it, all of this is pretty much the same, right? So regarding the rhythm and bounce, it does matter where you place these drums, right? Depending on the melody that you have. So if you look, well, if you look here, we have these placements here for our melody, right? I'll just make them longer so we know. So what you can do is play off of those when you add your drums, okay? And this is kind of a less is more type of thing. When you have a lot of sounds, this doesn't matter too much, but when you have so little sounds, you can really hear everything, so it will matter more. So just like with your 808, how you would play off of, and if we go back, and I'm just trying to make sure you get this. So this is where our 808 is. So then our rim will hit right here, which creates bounce. Right, that is what creates bounce. It's the offset. So it's the off the grid and on the grid kind of relationship. So let's go here, and we can see our melodies right here, and you can kind of play off of there. Even though it doesn't match with the 808, you can still throw it in. Right, and it still works. And we could just throw one over here. Matter of fact, let's just copy the whole thing. Could make this quick. I don't gotta go in super detail on it, but I just want you to be able to know that. All right, so now we can go ahead and just throw in our other drums. All right, so let's just finish it up and add our other drums. So I'm just throwing this open hat real quick. And then we can just kind of put it in a generic place. Okay. All right, so with the hi-hat, with this, well, everything else we have, I usually would use the hi-hats as like a way to build up into a sound. So if you want to hit this rim, we could do like one of these like drill patterns. right? And you see how we're kind of leading up into these sounds. So actually I kind of like that right there. So let's just, and we can go back into this one. Just try to make this a little quicker. Let's see. All right, copy that over. And we can add like some chops in here somewhere. Let's kind of listen for where those are. Let's maybe use this as a chop. And then we can hold right click. Let's see. I don't know if I like that. Let's do something like this. Let's try it. Okay, I like that. Let's just apply this over here. I think that's good. Okay, so listen to it one time. Make sure all of our effects are on. Okay. And here we go. Alright, and that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.